Okay, hello, greetings and welcome. Now, this video is on spiritual sustainability. And when we think of the word sustainable, we think about, can you do something for a very long time without impacting the planet? Will it last? Can you do this for hundreds of years and not exhaust resources? So spiritual sustainability, in the context of this video, has more to do with, if you have a message, you have something which is going to help people, and you want to deliver that message to people, you have to look at the three dantians, the three bodies. Now, where does that energy come from? Is that energy rooted in a pure light? Does it have pure information, or is it rooted in fear, God, and lower astral emotional frameworks? Is it rooted in blind faith, or is it rooted in testability, that you can test every single teaching that is inside of your message? All high frequency, pure teachings do not require any faith at all. You practice, you manifest faith through understanding, insight, and getting direct results. So where does the light of your message come from? Then, how are you going to deliver it astrally? What is the personality of your message? Is it designed for people who are high-level thinkers, who need to have an intellectual construct and a process, to follow that process, to get the result, refine the process, journal it, contemplate it, refine it again, and keep going through that cycle over and over? Or is it something very, very simplistic, A, B, C? What is the personality? Does it have the yoga school thing where everyone hugs each other and is like a family? Does it have the military approach of a strong willpower inside the message, that you break boundaries? What is the personality? Is it something where everyone sits quietly in the earth element and just meditates? So you have these four elemental bases, and then all the idiosyncrasies and individual components underneath. Then, is it sustainable? When you deliver that message to people, can you do that for the rest of your life? Can you pay your bills? Can you build an organization? Can you build a structure? Can you continue to do it without running out of money? So this sustainability on the physical level means there has to be an energy exchange between you and the person receiving the message. If that's not there, you're going to run out of money before long, and you won't be able to continue to share your message. So any spiritual teaching, the followers are either going to pay for a course, they're going to donate, they're going to build the temple in which they practice. There's an energetic exchange, and usually the culture sets this up. So if you lived in Thailand and you go to the temple, the people feed the monks, they build the temple, they support the structure. So it's sustainable. There's an energetic exchange because the culture encourages it. If you're coming from a Western culture, you pay for things. Unless you're indoctrinated to give 10% of your wages to the church or something like that, that is what it is. That's sustainability within the context of that religious system. In the modern day, you provide a course of learning, people pay a fee for that course, and you live off that money to present the next course and continue to spread your message. And this is a type of spiritual sustainability. So you have to very, very clearly define, where does a message come from? The light of that message, is it lower astral light, or does it come from Buddha's deities? Where does that message come from? Is it pure? So anything that's of lower astral nature is not pure. It's not going to last a long time. It's not going to benefit people. It's going to cultivate ignorance and not true spiritual development. If it's an emotionally rooted based message, it's not lasting. It's a period of time, it's going to fall away, and intelligent people are going to turn their back on it. But if it's a message that has a very, very clear intellectual causation chain that generates an intuitive result, and it can be tested over and over and over by each generation, it has spiritual sustainability. It can be tested, it can be proven, and it will manifest in form. So make sure the message is clear. Make sure the delivery is clear. What's your audience? Which of the elements? Is it the fire people, the warriors? Is it the water audience who just loves social interactions and needs a hug? Is it the academics, the intellectuals who really like to understand what they're doing and pull everything apart, put it back together and test it? Or is it the earth people who just like to sit in stillness and sit in their cave and practice, and they have an outline of, oh, this is the fundamentals of it, I'm just going to unlock it and make it happen. So define the personality of your audience and the personality of your message and how you're going to deliver it to those people. And then get your sustainability right. Charge an appropriate fee. If you do something for free, unconsciously the person who receives it for free perceives no value and they don't put in serious effort. I was teaching a course here in Thailand, and at the time I had very, very low training fees for people to come in. I had a very wealthy gentleman come to the class and he said, Mark, what are you doing? You're not going to get high quality students if you don't have a high quality price. And I said, I don't want to exclude anyone. I don't want to stop people from coming to train with me. I want to be all inclusive. And he said, well, pot smoking hippies don't change the world. People who have good education, who have money, they're the people who change the world. People who can write books, who can invent new things. These are the people you want to talk to and deliver your message to. So charge more money and you'll attract them. And I didn't follow his advice. I met him halfway and I increased my prices a little bit for the courses. But it was very true what he is saying. That was a very sustainable model. And it would impact the global group consciousness in a much more profound way to communicate with the top 2% than to be available to the whole 100% of the population. Now, if I lived in suburbia and I was teaching a class for people who live in suburbia, that would be a different model. It would be a Qigong class and have to make it available to 100% of the population on a reasonable fee. So when you look at your spiritual sustainability of your message, you need to look at your audience. Can they afford what you have to offer? What is your price? And can that change their life so that your message can radiate out and change the group consciousness and generate benefit for people? So spiritual sustainability in the mental body, where does it come from? In the astral body, what is the personality and the structure of the teachings? And then physically, in the physical delivery, can you build an organization around that message and sustain your livelihood so that you can practice and develop that message further? Look at these three things. My advice to you is never do anything for free, because free doesn't have value and people don't appreciate it and they don't put in the effort to honor what you're giving them. Charge money. Ensure that it's an appropriate amount for the information you're teaching and the audience you're addressing. Wealthy people don't listen to poor people. Wealthy people listen to people who understand wealth. So you have to use that resonance to connect in correctly and present your message to the appropriate audience in the appropriate way with an appropriate fee attached to it. Okay, so if you have any questions about any of these videos that you're watching, drop me an email. I answer most of these questions through the Vimeo channels, the Hermetic channel, the Tai Chi channel and the Qigong channel, and I post videos there regularly. Okay, thank you for your time, and see you in the next video.